Hello, and you're very welcome along to Semple Stadium here in Thurles on this gloriously sunny Saturday afternoon. We're counting down the minutes to the start of this senior hurling championship match between Toomevara and Holycross Ballycahill. A lot is expected of both teams. We're expecting an absolutely fantastic match. Last night, I suppose, we got off in this championship off to a great start with the Killadang and Lockmore match, and we'll talk about that a little bit more as the broadcast goes on. But going into this one, Toomevara against Holycross Ballycahill, during the week, I caught up with both managers, and we started off by speaking to Toomevara's Owen Brislan. How are preparations going for Saturday at the moment?
Yeah, so preparations are... we had a fairly heavy defeat against Killadang, and so that was a bit of a setback there a couple of weeks ago. So we're, in fairness, lads responded well in training. We had a good heart-to-heart meeting after that game, and ever since then things have worked on well. So listen, hopefully we'll get a bit of a bounce on Saturday.
How important is it to get off to a good start in round one?
Sure, it's everything really, Paul. Every team is going to be targeting the first game to get a win because it kind of sets you up. Do you know what I mean? So it's vital, really.
And you mentioned Killadang, and I suppose they're the farm team at the moment, and maybe they're a bit of a bogey team to you, but you're saying you kind of got some learnings from that you'll be able to bring forward into the championship.
Absolutely, yeah. Listen, so, as I say, you always learn a bit more in defeat than you do in victory, and I suppose that night, listen, we were very hurt as a panel, as players, management, everybody. We felt like we let ourselves down, let our families down, let the jersey down, let the parish down. Like this, like we've a lot of pride in that jersey, you know. And I suppose it was really go back to the drawing board and really have a good look at ourselves, everybody. And we done that. And so listen, as I said to you, is we've worked on a few things over the last couple of weeks, and in fairness, this group of players they're really committed to the cause, and so I just hopefully that things will go right from on Saturday.
You mentioned the group of players there. There's a few injuries going into this game. You might tell us a little bit about that, most notably maybe Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah, Kevin broke his thumb in a challenge match against Middleton there a number of weeks back there, and so he's still has the wires in there. Hopefully get him out next week. Kenny Ryan has kind of a long-term injury there, muscular injuries. In fairness, now he's playing through pain really for the last number of years, but he's actually back training again, and he's working very closely with Paddy Ryan. So like hopefully he probably won't see game time this weekend, but hopefully we'll have him back in a couple of weeks' time again to do some bit of to see some bit of game time. Russell Quirk was missing there against Killangan, but he's back now. He's winning holidays. Paul Ryan and Conor O'Farrell both in have hamstring injuries since the Kildangan game, so they're touch and go for the weekend. So they might see some game time depending on how the game is going.
You mentioned a couple of players who were missing, and I suppose a lot of talk will be about Joey Malotny. We haven't seen much of him this year. What's the latest on him? Is he going to come back? Is he finished up? What's the latest there?
No, Joey's retired. Joey's gone. Good servant, great servant for the club. But yeah, gone. So there's a line drawn through Joey and just move on.
It's a big line to draw through. We're just looking there. 118 he got in last year's championship. How do you replace, I suppose, a big hole that he's left?
Sure. Listen, it's like that's what happens. Like Toomevara over the last 10 years have replaced a lot of big names. You know what I mean? And maybe we haven't replaced them, but like you just have to move on, and that's it. Liam Ryan is in at 6 now, and he's doing a smashing job. He's taking the mentor, and like he's learning his trade there, and he's a good solid lad, very honest, and again he's learning there, and he's a player for the future, and it's about rebuilding and trying to get the right mix, and but like listen, you don't replace players like Joey Malotny every day of the week, obviously not, but you just have to move on. Like we haven't discussed Joey in fairness, Tim told us good and early in the season that he wasn't going to be available, and that's it. And you just like we haven't discussed Joey. Like this is the first time I've discussed Joey in I say about 6 months, 7 months. So like he's just gone. Like we'd love to have Joey, we'd love to have John O'Brien, love to have Ken Dunn, love to have Benny Dunn, but they're gone, and that's it. You just move on, and that's it.
Yeah, fair enough. So looking to the future, I suppose, and looking forward, Holycross Ballycahill, how much do you know about him?
Well, I do know the bit is our last time we played in championship in Dala. So listen, Holycross have had a lot of success on the age. They're minor than that, and they're a young side. And I seen them against Thurles there. They're lively, and Semple Stadium will suit them. And they're up from Seamus Arene there. They've had success in Semple Stadium, and it's like we're definitely not taking this game for granted. And you can say all the cliches you want, but we know, especially, I suppose, both teams are kind of similar, that are coming off kind of heavy defeats in their divisional championships, and both teams will be looking for a bounce back. So listen, we're just really focused on ourselves, on our work rate, on our application on Saturday. We just have to really get ourselves right now, first and foremost, and start the game nice and quick, and bring that intensity. But like, we know that this game is going to go right down to the wire, and we're prepared for that. And I said, hopefully we'll be we'd love to take a 1 point victory at the end of it, you know.
Last year, yeah, you started off with the draw against Boris Lee and stuff like that, and I suppose last year's championship was full of draws. This year, I suppose you've had a bit more time to prepare and things like that. Last year was a bit curtailed. How different has preparation been this year?
Yeah, so we had lots of time. Last year it was kind of tight, but this year then it was funny. Like we thought lots of time, and then it kind of came on as all of a shot. Like the day we played Middleton, that challenge match, we played them the same time as the Tipp match, and our Tipp match was just over, and it was like suddenly you're playing North Championship the following Wednesday, and it was like thrown into the mix straight away. So that month is kind of gone of August that you're kind of winding up. But so listen, come here. We've had the players. Players have prepared well. They've been doing as they're asked to do. You're going into County Championship now. This is what you'll be preparing for all year. So there's no excuses. Just drive on now, and that's it. And get it, and try and bring your A game on Saturday, and get a result.
What do you think of the new format of the championship? I suppose this may be the first year you've got to see how maybe it's going to be in the future.
Yeah, I like it. I think the split season is excellent. I think from a management and players' point of view, the way it was playing 1, maybe 2 games in April. Like, you're back training in January and February and March for 1 or 2 games, and then you're stopping for maybe a month, and then you're trying to peak again, and you don't know. Like, to me, I think you're playing league matches, you're playing an North Championship match in the height of the summer is when players want to play. You don't have to go back onto the field maybe till after Paddy's Day or April, which is players can get a decent break. And as well, from a club point of view, funding wise, they don't have to be like, if you don't have proper lights, you're not driving here or there and everywhere trying to get lights and trying to get facilities. So I like it. When you're playing, and you can really work back from that. So no, I think the players like it as well. So it's more okay. It's a bit condensed, but listen, you can't have it everywhere.
And finally, how important is a win on Saturday?
As I say, it's everything. Like it's a must-win game. Both ourselves and Holycross will be Harrigan. Like our group in particular, I suppose, Canolty would be seen as the favourites, top the group, fair enough. But ourselves, Holycross and Mullinahone, all 3 clubs would see is that they could beat each other. And that's just the way it is. So there's nothing between us, and it's just whoever shows up in the day, really.
The big news, I suppose, coming out of Holycross Ballycahill is maybe the story about Brian O'Mara. You might give us the latest on that if you wouldn't mind, please.
Yeah, look, Brian took a knock to his arm last Friday night at training, so he's after breaking a bone in the same arm as he did when he was training when he played against Limerick for Tipperary. So yeah, it's very disappointing news for us, and yeah, very disappointing for Brian. He had a lot of hard work put in to get himself back, and was really back playing well.
And I suppose losing a player like him, and he's a county man and he's someone you'd look to, how has that affected your preparations?
Sure. Look, Paul, it's not ideal, coming into county championship. But look, we've a very strong squad, we've a very strong panel. So, look, all the lads are working fierce hard. We've over 30 in the field training every night. So, look, every one of them are working hard. Every one of them are pushing for places. So, look, we'll motor on. We'll get Brian back whenever he's back fully fit. So, look, it's all guns blazing still for us anyway.
The mid-championship, I suppose, is the only gauge we have this year. Do you want to tell us about how that went for you and what maybe you learned from it?
Yeah, look, a strong Thurles Arsene's team beat us. Look, we were happy with our display. I suppose we were level at half time. Didn't go to plan in the second half. We've to learn from that now going into the county championship. Look, as I said, it was a very strong Thurles Arsene's team. They've proved that and gone on to win the mid-championship since. So, yeah, look, we'll learn from that and hopefully take it into the county championship.
And this is your first year as manager, but you've been involved with the team last year, and this is this team's second year in the senior A. Well, welcome back to Semple Stadium there. That was John Ferncombe of Holycross Ballycahill and Owen Brislan of Toomevara, both giving us their thoughts ahead of today's game. Both teams are now out on the field doing a decent warm-up now in front of them. It's a hot enough day here as well, so they better kind of take it handy enough with the warm-up. They were both up in Dr. Morris there for a while as well. They're both down here and they're both looking sharp and fresh. We'll quickly go through the teams there now. We've had it unofficially, there's going to be a good few changes on both teams, but we'll go through the programme as we have it now, and when they line out in a few minutes we might have to make a few changes to that, but we'll keep them coming as we have them. So we'll start there with the Toomevara team. Starting in goals is Robert Delaney. The full back line, Josh McCarthy, Andrew Ryan and Jake Ryan. Centre back there is Liam Ryan. On the left of him is Jason Ryan, the team captain, and Cullum Canning there, where it's number 5. The midfield is Paul Ryan and Robbie Quirk. And then into the forwards we have Willie Coffey, Darren Delaney and Mark McCarthy. And our inside forward line that we're hoping to get the goals from today is Jack Delaney, who lit up the championship last year, David Young and Alan Ryan. Moving on to the Holycross Ballycahill team, you might also notice, we'll get into that in a second, both teams have changed their strips, but we'll touch on that in a minute. In goals for Holycross Ballycahill is Dinny Ferncombe. The full back line is Gavin Dunn, Philip Fogarty and Jack Ryan. The centre back line has changed a little bit. The centre back that was named in the programme is Brian O'Mara, but as we know during the week, tragically almost for Brian, he broke his hand again, the same hand he broke against Limerick there back in May. So he is named at number 6, but that will change. Michael Doyle is 5 and Conor Ryan is 7. The midfielder then is Jimmy Ryan and Ramy Nally. And into the forwards we have Jamie Woods, Cathal Barrett, who we believe is probably going to move back to the 6th position, Pádraig Russell, and inside forward line is Dara Woods, Aidan Stakelum and Stephen Flanagan. In the commentary box with me here today is Shane Stapleton. Shane, you've been speaking to a few of the teams, you've been speaking to a few of the officials. That team we've just mentioned there, we're expecting a few changes.
Yeah, exactly, and it's kind of frustrating from our point of view here, but you can see what just the little game of chess there going with both management teams. Like for example, I think as you said, I think everyone knew that Brian O'Mara was after breaking his hand against Silvermines, and that's a massive loss. He's named as 6. Cathal Barrett is named at 11, but I think everyone will know that Cathal will have to go back and that changes the whole game plan for Holycross. There is a rumour going around that Joe Caesar, David Fogarty and Mikey Nally are going to be in. That's going to be a very young forward line. Now Semple Stadium might suit him, but they don't have the experience of Cathal Barrett at 11 to mind him now, so it'll be interesting to see how they get on. I think the heat might help him. Toomevara have a big physical backline, so maybe the legs of youth, if Holycross could get a good start, might stand him, but it'll be an interesting tussle.
Yeah, and as we mentioned there, both teams are predominantly green, I suppose, but they've both changed here. So Toomevara now are wearing yellow, you'll see on your screens, with the green trim, while Holycross are predominantly white with a bit of green there on the sides. Teams are starting to get ready to go. We have a change of referee as well, so it's all changed here. Keith Delahunty is going to be the man in the middle this evening, a man who has plenty of ladies football experience as well. You would have seen him up and down the country on TG Carr's coverage of that as well. He's a man who knows his codes and knows his games. So hopefully we won't actually hear too much from him today. That whistle will stay hopefully in his pocket for the majority of the game. Last night we got off to a cracker and the referee did a great job. It was a free-flowing game. We'll be hoping for the same thing here today. Owen Brisland there, we see just talking to his troops. He had them in a huddle. He was giving them a fair bit of instructions, we'll call it there. The last day out, Shane, both teams I suppose in their divisional championships maybe didn't go as well as they would have liked.
Yeah, exactly, and kind of a frustrating into the mid and north championship for both teams. Just while I think of it, I see Russell Quirk it seems to be lining out there 19 for Toomevara. So Russell will be a big addition to this Toomevara team. I know Marcus McCarthy, Russell, and I think Kenny Ryan missed the north defeat to Killadangan. They were very disappointed with that. On the other side, I think Holycross in the mid were beaten by Turles Sarsfields. Now both like you're getting beaten by really strong teams there, but still I think Holycross were disappointed. I think they fell away in the end, but it was level at half time in that game, and they were well in it, and I think by all reports Brian O'Mara was the best hurler on the field. He scored 4 points from play from centre back, and again it just depends on the psychology of it now. How are they going to deal with his loss? And it's all about the start, and maybe the dreaded water breaks with a young team might suit them.
And we'll pause now for the national anthem. And Keith Delahunty isn't waiting around here. The ball is thrown in there immediately. And as we said before the match, there's a few changes on both teams. We might touch on them in a second with Shane. At the moment, the ball is in play, and it's Toomevara and Holycross Ballycahill both trying to get their hand on it. No one is bouncing around there like a ping pong ball at the moment, but eventually it's a Holycross man who has it, and he starts coming forward, lays it outside. The shot comes in, first shot of the championship for Holycross, and does that one go straight over the bar? Yes, it does. First score there coming from Cathal Barrett.
Yeah, great start for Holycross. The two quirks against Jamie Woods and Jimmy Ryan. First point for Holycross. They'll take a lot of confidence from that.
And we're off there again. Another puck out down the field. One there around the half forward line. Battered out, and Holycross again onto that. They look lively so far. Again, it's Barrett on the ball. Barrett looks like he's fouled there, and he wins himself a free.
Yeah, exactly. Cathal there for that last one. He stayed up the field. Almost seems to be drifting out to a midfield position now. I think there looks to be around 4.5 back. And so interested to see will Cathal try to attack from that centre half back, or are they trying to kind of free him up into an advanced sweeper role? A big free now for Holycross. It's going to be a hard one to start with, though, kind of against the breeze and in your own half.
Absolutely a long way back, and there's a few changes there, Shane. You might touch on a few of them. I know there's definitely two obvious ones there for Holycross and midfield for Toomevara. Yeah,
it looks like the full forward line seems to be. Dara Wood seemed to be gone full forward. David Fogarty into the corner, and Seamus Flanagan in the other corner. And let's say I think there's Joe Caesar, David Fogarty, Mikey Nally. Three of them are. There's 3 Holycross lads making their debut here in the stadium.
Big day for those 3 young lads. But they've got a great day for it. The ball is over there on the far side. Referee's seen enough of this bit of a shamazel that's going on over there. Is he going to throw it in? It looks like he is, and he throws it in around the 21 there. Big shoulder there coming in from a Toomevara man, and they come away with the ball. Well worked there. The referee again, there was maybe something that came in a bit late. The crowd over there don't like that, and it's going to be a free out, I believe, a free out there to Toomevara.
Yeah, looks to be Conor Ryan over there, the captain, the white helmet. Bit of a pull, but that's the last thing I'd be doing to Toomevara now. They love that kind of fight, and that they love getting the aggression into the game. So Holycross need to be tough in the tackle, but they don't want to kind of start anything too early with Toomevara.
Toomevara now, Jason Ryan, the team captain on this one. He's inside his own half. He has the wind at his back though. He looks like he fancies his chances here. Yet to score in the game. Toomevara about 2.5 minutes gone. That one comes in from Ryan. It's dropping to the right, and that one is gone wide for the first wide of the game for Toomevara. It was an ambitious one, to be fair, but he went for it. Didn't pay off, but maybe he'll get a chance again.
Yeah, early in the game, if you're a corner forward, you're pulling your hair out there, let it into me, come on.
And the ball is pucked out. It's dropping around to 45. 2 men go for it. Batted down. Holycross onto this one again. The shot's coming in over the shoulder. Has it got the accuracy? It definitely has the distance. But that one goes to the left and wide. Jamie Wood there with the shot.
Yeah, same thing. Dara Woods and the lads inside now are going to be balling for that ball over the shoulder, sideline side. Needless enough wide.
Quickly taking puck out there. Russell Quirk gets onto that, leaves it up along the sideline because there's too much on the pass, and it goes out of play, and it's going to be Holycross with a sideline on the far side of the field. Lively enough start, in fairness. 1 point to Holycross, no score to Toomevara.
Yeah, and let's say like both teams here will fancy, let's say, no Holycross, let's say, after when 2 teams came up, that late goal, I think it was Lyndon Fairbrother against JK Brackens, came up to senior, went from 4th seed to 3rd seed this year. They'll be looking to get up maybe one more peg to 2nd seed. Toomevara, let's say, a great tradition. They won't want that. That's the last thing to happen.
No, sleeping giants Toomevara. They'll be hoping to get a run here today, and they're on the ball now. Josh McCarthy over there with the ball, clears it up the field. He clears it straight to a Holycross man who's in acres of space. He takes his time and feeds it out, and Holycross start to build out their own full back line. Holding on to this one now. Big challenge coming in from Toomevara, man, but Holycross, he's turned it over. It's well run there by Delaney. Delaney then goes back. Toomevara holding on to possession here. Goes back as far as Canning. Canning decides it's worth a shot from there. It's just inside the 65, and he's done very well, and that's a great score. Good start for Toomevara.
Yeah, Darren Delaney's point there. He's a wing back, started this year up centre forward in North Championship. Big turnover, great score for Toomevara.
And we're off now, both sides on the scoreboard, and that one looked like it was going to be well caught there by Russell, but it fell out of his hand, and now it's Toomevara back in possession of the ball over on the far side of the field. Been patient here with the build-up, goes back as far as McCarthy again. McCarthy gives it up the line, but again the pass isn't as accurate as it should be. Going out over the sideline again, and Holycross will take their time to get this one, steady themselves and take a line ball.
Yeah, interesting one there. I think all of us thought David Young would maybe go in at the edge of the square, and he seems to be drifting out around the middle of the field. Philip Fogarty has followed him, so Toomevara obviously going to try to take advantage of the space inside.
Conor Ryan with the line ball now inside his own half. He's taking a nice long run up to this one. He's obviously going to try and put a lot behind it. He completely makes a dog's dinner of that one. They'll hit the ground first. The ball goes about 4 yards, but Holycross hold on to possession, and they come again, coming out there. Nice hand pass out there by Jack Ryan. Left inside now. Can they cause some damage in here? Is it going to go into Fogarty? Fogarty tries to get out in front, but he's lost it. Well won back there by Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan comes out now, gives it off as far as Delaney. Delaney feeds that on. Toomevara maybe taking too much out of the ball back here, almost Limerick style. Josh McCarthy there trying to get it up, doesn't manage to get it the first time. Toomevara eventually managed to get it and managed to clear it almost aimlessly. Down here, you can see in your pictures, it's all Holycross. There's no Toomevara man inside the 45. It's making it very easy for Cathal Bar to clear that one from one D down to the other D. Looking down as far as Fogarty, it's dropping, but it's well taken there by Jack Ryan, I believe, or it is Jake Ryan down there. Gives it up outside, and they start to come now. Toomevara, they clear it back up into the danger zone, and there's a few more Toomevara men now up into the half this time. They obviously saw what happened the last time, but again it looks like it's Cathal Barrett who does well there, manages to clear that out, and Holycross come away with the ball again. Up and down the field now the ball is going so far. Toomevara try to get their hand on that one, nicely taken up there by Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan is pushed out over the sideline. bit of, I suppose, helter-skelter type stuff there, Shane. No one really taking control of the ball.
Yeah, maybe kind of two types of styles of hurling here. Toomevara seem to be holding their positions. The physical backs or the half backline are holding their positions and maybe driving the ball up long into space and up to David Young, that last one. Holycross seem to be kind of trying to run through the lines a bit, taking it short. And Cathal Barrett is that line breaker. And even though he's a loss at centre forward, he's going to be a big addition, getting the ball out to halfway line when he's playing centre back.
Absolutely. Here comes Dara Woods now with the line ball for Holycross Ballycahill. And as we mentioned there, Cathal Barrett is someone who's going to be on the ball an awful lot today. We expect that line ball doesn't go as far as he'd like, but they still hold on to possession there. It looks like it's Caesar now has the ball. He's lost it, well turned over, and away they come with Toomevara, clearing that one out down the line. Going way down into the corner, looking there for Ryan. It looks like Alan Ryan is onto that one. Well picked up, nice touch. Has he got a bit of support outside? He has. He goes outside as far as Delaney. Delaney shoots on his right hand side, looks up, looks good, and the umpire goes to the white flag, and that's over the crossbar.
That's the game plan there. They were trying to get at Alan Ryan was all alone inside for the last few plays with Gavin Dunn. Played into space, got him up the field. Lovely score for Toomevara.
Ball dropping around the 45. A couple of men go for it, but Toomevara have too many numbers back there and control this one well. Looking around, looking upside. They are playing this short stick passing, which is working to him most of the time. Still on the ball there, a bit of a clash there. Well won there by Young though. Holds on to him, tries to play a little dink in over the top, but his man isn't going to get to it. It looks like it's going to be Ryan back there who's going to get to it. Good Hassan and Harry from both forward and back there. Ball still in play, and it's the Toomevara man who has it. A jersey pull, we saw it there. He's inside the 13. If this was the inter-county game, we could be looking at a penalty there, but in this game, the club game, that penalty isn't the thing there, so we go back for a 21-yard free.
And that's a killer for Holycross. The 8 men back up, playing up against 4. The last thing you want to do there is concede a soft free. Great play from Jack Delaney, to be fair. He won a ball and kept it in play that he wasn't favoured for, but that's probably going back a play. Holycross have to keep playing through the lines. If Toomevara are holding their shape, the last thing you want to do is go long. And as I said, Murty Marin and John Fern come on the Holycross side and be tearing the hair out with that.
Mark McCarthy now with the free, his first one of the day. Mark McCarthy puts that one over the bar. Good score from him. Mark got 1-6 in last year's championship, so he's coming into this in decent form, and he'll be hoping to keep it going today. That one is pucked out quickly. Out comes the on-racing Russell over there. He's looking to get onto that. He does. He gets it in his hand, but he's closely marshalled over there. Can't manage to turn his man. He's well turned over. Toomevara will be happy with that, but Holycross managed to win it back through their county man, Cathal Barrett. Cathal Barrett is composed and gives that one inside. Holycross Ballycahill hold on to this one. Well worked into a bit of space there. Well worked as far as Michael Doyle. Michael Doyle takes a touch on the hurley, goes onto his left-hand side, opens up the shoulders and puts that one between the posts, is it? Yes, just to the right and wide. The umpire had a good long look at that one.
And did well to get the shot away. Toomevara, the sweeper, back. Looked like Andrew Ryan, really experienced player, was back, so he had to go for the shot, just tailed off.
Toomevara are taking another quick short puck out and they're building it through the lines again. That one is fed up there by Delaney. Delaney looking inside, he was looking for McCarthy again, but Toomevara snuffed that chance out and it's belted back down the field there by Cathal Barrett in around the edge of the D, but goes over and well taken back there by a Toomevara man, and they come out of their own defence. Well pulled on there by Ryan. Liam Ryan then feeds it out as far as Davy Young. Davy Young in a bit of time and space weighs it up. It's off the post though. It drops dangerously in around the square, but it's Holycross who are quickest to react to that through through Gavin Dunn. Gavin Dunn clears that one out. And they get out, they get away with. Maybe there was a bit of danger there. If that fell to a Toomevara man, Holycross could have been in trouble.
Yeah, and Davy Young would have fancied that one. Just hit the post again. Darren Delaney seems to be coming off out the field, leaving Cathal Barrett sit at 6. David got his shot away, and fair play to the Holycross defenders. Even the last play, Gavin Dunn played from the sideline side, brought the ball out the field, reacted well to that. A big hit from David Young, free out to Holycross.
Holycross now coming with the free 3 points to 1 here in this first round of the Tipperary Senior Hurling Championship. That one is dropped in around the edge of the square. A couple of men trying to keep their eye on it. It's dropping down dangerously, bounces in the back, but Toomevara take that one away through their captain Jason Ryan. Jason Ryan comes out, takes a few hops, you can get away with bouncing around the turf today. Lovely hot day and Semple Stadium is looking well. Put down into the corner. Is it going to run well? Yes it is. It's on to Alan Ryan. Alan Ryan's inside his man. Well blocked down there though. The chance was on, but it was brilliantly blocked down there by Cathal Barrett. Cathal Barrett has been the star of the show so far for Holycross, and he clears that one left hand side down into the middle into a bit of space, but it isn't controlled first time unfortunately from a Holycross Ballycahill point of view, and Toomevara are back in possession of the ball there through Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan feeds that one back up the field. It's dropping around the edge of the D and well taken. Toomevara on the march here through McCarthy. McCarthy's inside. He goes, is he fouled? He kicks it. Well saved by the goalie. He's still there now. And the referee calls that one back. There was a couple of fouls came in there. McCarthy did well to get any kind of a shot away. It was well saved there by Fern coming to goals, but we're going to come back for a free.
Yeah, Jack Ryan just pulled him down. He just got caught ball watching a small bit. Marcus McCarthy just got a little step in him, went through on goal, and worrying now for Brislan and Galvin here. Marcus McCarthy seems to be in a lot of pain on the edge of the box. I don't know, did he twist a knee or an ankle? Helmet is off. In distress down there, and he's their penalty taker. So let's say it'll be interesting to see from a Toomevara point of view here. The last thing you want is your marquee players going off in the first round championship. When it's a condensed championship, you want them all, let alone this game. But really impressed. But we're just speaking about Brislan and Galvin. They're working together for the last 10 or 11 years with various teams. Really complement each other. And they have a lovely game plan here, and Holycross have a lot of have a lot of questions to answer here, just the way they're setting up.
Yeah, the game plan is really coming to fruition in the last 5 or 6 minutes, and they did carve Holycross apart there. But when we stopped here for a few minutes, it looked like McCarthy does seem to be in a bit of distress. Del Hunty there talking to a couple of the Holycross players. He's talking to Philip Fogarty there, and Carl Barrett I think is there as well. He's trying to tell him, we're going to stop now for a few minutes, lads, so take a drink of water or something early, he should be saying to him. But I suppose with the water break coming up in a few minutes, with a few other players with their helmets off. Toomevara's number 10 there, William Coffey, has his helmet off, trying to get a bit of a breather. It's a hot day for both supporters, but 1 point in 12 and a half minutes or so, Shane. Holycross probably won't be delighted with that.
No, and we maybe expected more. Just youth is on their side in the space of Semple Stadium. We maybe thought that they'd get maybe quicker ball into green grass, into space, and use that to their advantage. They're shooting from actually outside. There's not a lot of ball going in. Let's say other than the hectic start they had with Cathal Barrett breaking an odd line. They're just the shot selection from out the field just isn't working for them. Marcus is up. He's not going to take it actually. It's Jack Delaney is going to be taking it, but it would seem to be the left knee. He's had knee trouble in the past. Missed the Kildangan match, so good to see him up and about.
Jack Delaney taking this penalty, as Shane mentioned. He was their top scorer from play in last year's championship with 13 points. He's about to open. He's already got a point in today's game. He's going for this one, an unusual style, but it looks like it's one he's practiced. Here he comes, Delaney against Ferncombe. 13 and a half minutes gone in this one. Lifts, bends, strikes straight down the middle and well saved. It maybe wasn't the best hit penalty we've ever seen, but Ferncombe will take that. Good save, and Holycross hope to clear this one out. It's Cathal Barrett over in the corner, hand passed outside, still Holycross on the ball, holding on to this one. They'll want to get away with that. A penalty, you should always be scoring penalties, Shane, really.
We should, and it gives a bit of momentum, a bit of confidence now to Holycross. That might be just a trigger, just to get them going. If they could maybe get the next score, get into the water break, they're still in touch. They'll take a bit of confidence from that. But no, well done to Denny Ferncombe in the goal, because it's a real guessing game in there. Yeah,
no easy penalty saves in fairness to him, and he did get down well to stop that one, but at the same time Jack Delaney won't be happy he left that opportunity go. Holycross back in possession of the ball now, back inside their own 65, clear down the side. Toomevara have been very alert back there. They've got onto it again and start to come away there through Liam Ryan. Toomevara now, they are holding possession. They're doing well. Paul Ryan back as far as Cork, I think it was, but they've turned it over, well turned over there by Jack Ryan. There's a Jack Ryan number 4 for Holycross and there's a Jake Ryan number 4 for Toomevara, which is pretty unusual to have that, but either way we're stopping for a free to Holycross.
Yeah, no, Jack Ryan, and even to make it Gavin Dunn and Jack Ryan 2 and 4 are wearing the green helmet, so it's equally confusing. But no, Jack seems to be playing out the field, good turnover, and there's a lot of big hits going in that middle third.
Free here for Holycross. Again, it's a fair distance out, but it's fairly central, and the wind has died down, so he has that in his favour as he steps up to take with some Dara Woods. He's dropped it in, and he's dropped that right between the posts, and a good score for him. Yeah,
inter-county standard free taker Dara Woods came up through the minor and 20 ranks. Seems to be out around the middle of the field, picking up Russell Quirk as we talk, so maybe that's just due to the lack of ball going into the full forward line.
Yeah, despite Toomevara's dominance, they're only a point up coming into this first water break, and Holycross, as we mentioned, have got a bit of confidence from that penalty save. That one is dropping dangerously in around the house. Now can Holycross get onto this? It's well taken back there though. Delaney gets his hand on that and clears that out as far as Ryan. Ryan gives that out again, and Toomevara start to build this patiently up through their back line, over there through Canning. Canning gives that one up along the sideline. misses the player he was intending it to go to, I think, initially, but they've held on to this one well through Coffey now. Coffey takes the shot on his right hand side. He was off the ground hitting that, put lovely power on that, and he put it between the posts.
Yeah, they've a nice half forward line now. I'm really impressed with Coffey, Delaney and McCarthy. Mikey Nally was really unlucky in the far side, just missed the hook, but Holycross have it now.
Yeah, no waiting around here on the Holycross side, and they've got the ball there. Oh, take a big shoulder. Joe Caesar takes the big shoulder but holds on to possession. Fair play to him on his left hand side. He's kind of falling over, hitting that one. She showed real determination and character to hold the shoulder and put that over the bar.
Yeah, fair play to him, because Andrew Ryan had to run him. Andrew Ryan's a big hitter, strong man, lined him up, great shoulder, but that's great confidence from Joe Caesar, county minor last year. Take a lot from that.
4 points to 3. This game has come to life nearly since that penalty missed, and Toomevara tried to block that one there, but Holycross hold on to possession. Bit of a chop coming in there. Keith Delahunty, the referee, doesn't like that. It's going to be a free in, I think, or is it free out he's given? His hand is going as if it's in, yeah. So it's going to be a free
and I'd say just judge Colin Canning is in the red helmet there, is not happy with the decision. Again, big men in the half back line. Colin Canning, Liam Ryan and Jason Ryan here. They're good in the air. They're after losing the last couple of balls on the ground though.
And here comes Dara Woods. He scored one from further out a few minutes ago on this near side of the field. His confidence will be up, you'd expect. And if he gets this one, believe it or not, we're all square, despite the fact that you could say Holycross really weren't in the game for 10 minutes or so. He goes low with this one. It's off the post. I've seen a few hit the post here today. That's the second. We had a few last night as well. Either way, it's a chance miss, unfortunately, from a Holycross point of view. And Holycross will have to, I suppose, make up for that later on. But Toomevara cleared their lines. David Young is back there, back inside his own half, winning the ball. Done very well there. Feeds it outside, and they're trying to build their dangerous one inside. It's hopping. This ground is hard. The ball is hopping. People are finding it hard to judge where it's going to go. But the Holycross defenders are doing well back there. It looks like it's Gavin Dunn back there who's down over that one, trying to fight off his man. And the ball has it gone out over the sideline. The linesman down there has his flag in the air. Any other player down? It looks like David Young is down. He came all the way out the field to try and help his team win the ball, but now he's down receiving a bit of attention, so he's going to get that. So we'll stop for a few minutes and we'll restart eventually with a line ball over there to Toomevara.
Yeah, and like the Mark McCarthy one, it doesn't look good. Helmet off, looks to be the left calf, left knee area again. Now Mark got up after the penalty and shrugged it off. Dave, it doesn't look, there's been absolutely no movement here. Not looking good for David Young. Let's say what a fabulous player and what a servant he's been to Toomevara. The experience of Tipp, and now gone into full forward. As I said, I got it wrong. I thought he might stand at the edge of the square and mix things up, but they're gone with Alan Ryan inside and David out the field, and he'd be a big loss now here if he was to have to come off so early.
Paul Ryan, who has number 8 in his back, was due to start. Is doing ferocious amount of warming up down here in front of us, so maybe he is thinking he's going to get in a minute.
Warm day to be warming up. You'd want to be standing beside the coach and say, look, just get me on. I'm fine, I'm warm, I'm ready.
He's showing his flexible hamstrings anyway, that's for certain. He's been doing it for, I don't know, 2 minutes there in front of us, so hopefully he's going to get in, he's hoping. And hopefully, though, from a team point of view, that the Toomevara man is alright and he'll be able to get up and play on. Now, yeah, we're stopped. This really doesn't help the game, and we're going to be stopping again for the water break if Keith Delahunty hasn't forgotten about it. We're gone over into the nearly 19 minutes here, so maybe off the back of this line ball we'll be getting a water break. He's up, and he looks like he's going to be able to play on. Does David Young. So we're going to restart up now at the far end of the field. Mark McCarthy with this line ball. He's already got one from a free. Doesn't get under that as much as he'd like, and it's well read back there by Ferncombe, whose confidence is through the roof, having saved that penalty. Nice little flick outside from Holycross. Not controlled as well as they would like, and it's going to be an attacking line ball now. David Young is up. Jeez, he made some recovery.
Yeah, can't beat it.
He's up and he's playing, and he takes that sideline ball quickly. This is championship, I suppose. There's no time for lying down. There's no time for thinking about your injuries. It's just play. And here we go. Toomevara now on that one. Nicely flicked on. And they're into a bit of space here on the edge of the 21. On the left-hand side, shot comes in. Jack Delaney in a bit of time and space, and he puts that one over very easily.
Yeah, can it be the experience? David Young, let's say, lovely little flick on the sideline. Now we go to the water break, and that's what Holycross will be disappointed with. They had the ball, they had possession within their 45, and the Mortimer and John Ferncombe stamp is all over these. Just good wrist to hurling, typical Holycross style. Like there was a while there when Holycross were very successful in the mid. with underage teams. They had a thing over Durlas Org Day for all because they were great hurlers. That hasn't maybe progressed on the senior level, but a lot of the lads, the Woods, Russells, Dials, these are now 26, 27, 28 years of age now, so they'd be hoping for a bit more out of them. I suppose when you compare to the match last night, it looks to be that there's a bit of nerves taking over a small bit here.
I suppose this, with all due respect to both teams here, the teams last night, county finalists the last time, they're both probably 1 and 2 in the county, or 1 and 3 maybe if you throw Thurles Sarsfield in there. These two teams, maybe I'm being disrespectful, I suppose. Toomevara have been in the quarter-final the last couple of years. Holycross are hoping to more stake a claim in the championship this year, second year up. It's all about maybe putting in a performance.
Yeah, exactly. And I suppose it's a psychological thing. Let's say no one wants to lose their last match, and their first match. Now I know the both winners of the first game play each other. So let's say it'll be a real tactical battle even in the second week champ. No one wants to lose the first match, and there's just a little stamp of that all over this game. And look, hopefully it'll take off. I don't think the weather helps. It's lovely for the beach, not great for the hurling.
Absolutely. And actually, speaking of the beach, this is good. Semple Stadium is going to be not used for the next 2 weeks or so it could even be 3 weeks before the matches here. They had a bit of sand on it there during the week, and they're apparently putting a bit more sand on it there this week, so it's going to be back in pristine condition by the time we see hurling on it here again in at least 2 weeks time. So we're going to restart there with the water break. Holycross were first out. They are the younger team. They are more sprightly when you look at their age profile, so they'll be hoping they can use that, and maybe the heat will work to their advantage. We're going to start now with a puck out there from Holycross Ballycahill, number 1, Dinny Ferncombe. He goes long and well taken there by Russell. Russell goes backwards and they hold possession back to Cathal Barrett. Cathal Barrett, who's been very lively so far in his first 20 minutes or so, gives that one outside, but well cut out there by the Toomevara defender by McCarthy. Got a hurley on that and he's knocked it out for a line ball, but the linesman actually says he didn't touch it at all. But either way, it's going to be a Toomevara line ball.
That's a tough win now for Stephen Flanagan. Just the running straight line in a foot race with the corner back. You'd love there if there was a bit more movement inside, maybe a diagonal ball in might be more, let's say, might get a bigger return out of it when they're such a young team.
It's going to be a line ball now taken over there by Canning. Gets a nice connection on that one and drives it down inside. Oh, it's interesting to watch, especially Alan Ryan there. He's always on the shoulder, always ready to make that run, expecting the Toomevara defender to make the mistake, and then he's just gone. He tried it there, the ball didn't come in, but he's tried it once or twice and it has paid off for him, and that's something we're probably going to see a bit more in the game, just waiting on the shoulder, waiting for the mistake and ready to go. But now it's going to be a line ball.
And that's probably where we're lacking a small bit. Really top class cornerback play. A lot of the inter-county stuff is maybe kind of wing backs going back in the corner. I think we need maybe a generation of just raw cornerbacks just to come through the ranks, have a go at the county and see what happens.
Pucked out there, the line ball didn't go as far as they'd like, but it cleared there. It was Woods who drove that down the field, but a Toomevara man watched that the whole way and gave it ball into space. It looks like it's going to be the Holycross man who's going to pick this up. The flick there came in from Jimmy Ryan, was trying to get that one into his hand, and Toomevara are back in possession of the ball. They definitely have it on the possession stakes, but it's the score where it counts, and they're only 2 up. 3 coming in there. Delahunty gives a free to Toomevara, and it's, well, where isn't the scoreable one these days, Shane? Is everywhere in the field is nearly a scoreable free at this stage. But just as I say that, Jason Ryan decides to go for a short, quick one, goes across the field. Oh, Willie Coffey, who is a man who does play rugby, ran into a brick wall there of Conor Ryan, and the referee has given a free against him. Yeah,
kind of strange decision, and I thought Holycross were after getting a bit of a turnover. A few. Josh McCarthy sitting in front of Andrew Ryan was a sweeper, misplaced pass, a big turnover.
And the ball was going in there towards Flanagan, I think, or over towards Fogarty. Fogarty goes to ground actually in the end, and Toomevara managed to pick up that one fairly easily. Nicely taken in the air. Good run there by their number 19 Morris. He's going left and right. You'd wonder, a few shouts from the crowd there might have helped make the referee make his decision there. It's going to be a free for steps, I believe is what he's saying, but there's going to be a few players spoken to. Or was there even a bit of a clip?
Yeah, a small bit of a clip. I think maybe Holycross celebrated in Russell's face, and he just gave a little flick at the hurley. It was a lovely line by his brother Robbie in the blue helmet, number 9. Robbie took a lovely line heading for Dr. Morris Park. Russell should have really probably popped to him, ran into him, overcarried it, and again, that's a really congested area here in the middle with all the space in the corners.
And Russell gets himself a yellow card there for that one. So Holycross again with this free. It looks Woods, he's already got one. He's hit with the post a few minutes ago. He loves going for this lower trajectory, which definitely helps with the accuracy. But in this case, it just goes to the right and wide.
And it just shows that there's no tap over free from the edge of the or 21 for there. They're all here around the middle of the field.
Brilliantly taken out the air there by Jamie Wood. He gives it outside. Oh, but he's lost. Possession is turned over. And it's Toomevara who coming out with that one again. It's Delaney. Delaney with 2 points already. Gives that outside as far as McCarthy. McCarthy, lovely intelligent ball. Lovely slow one down inside as far as Delaney. Delaney has it now. Gives it outside to a man who can't quite control it back inside. Well picked up there by Delaney again. Delaney looking for a bit of support. Goes back to field. They've been very patient about this. As far as Jason Ryan. Jason Ryan, is that a shot or is it a pass? It's dropping short. Oh, it's a dangerous one down inside. The goalie gives it out as far as Alan Ryan. Alan Ryan, who has been lively today. He has a bit of support. Coffey outside him. Gives it to Coffey. Coffey's got open road in front of him. Coffey's into the edge of the D. Into the edge of the square. Is he pulled down? The ball goes to the ground. Coffey goes to the ground. The referee keeps the whistle in his mouth though. And Holycross get away with that one. They come away down the field. That looked like a real chance, but Holycross now have it through Russell, and the referee gives a free out. But I don't think Toomevara fans will be too happy about that.
Yeah, we'll give the benefit of doubt to Cathal Barrett. Let's say he just stood on the train track when the train was coming, and let's say I think he was looking for a barging call against Coffey. A big turnover again for the third time for Holycross.
A real goal chance there. Now Holycross are back in possession. They're on the attack down inside the Toomevara half, working it well there. Coming in now, it looks like it's Woods again. Woods goes left and right, gives a dangerous ball inside. Both teams, there has been point chances for both teams in the last couple of minutes, and they both went for goals, which is good to see and great from a spectator point of view. But both times they haven't worked out for them. Now here come Toomevara again through their captain Ryan. Ryan comes up, good man to run with the ball. Back outside, they're starting to build patiently again. There it's McCarthy. McCarthy gives a lovely ball inside into a bit of space. Well taken into the hands straight away there. Turned shot comes in. Ryan on his left hand side. Is that one going to come inside? It's not. It just goes to the right and wide. But again, Ryan out in front, trying to anticipate, trying to get the scores.
Yeah, it's the Gavin Dunn versus Alan Ryan show inside. Toomevara just didn't get numbers up around him. Alan had to shoot, just tailed off to the far side. Unlucky. Playing well though in there.
Absolutely, and this game is getting right exciting now with 5 minutes to go in the first half, and that one is easily gathered back there by Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan then gives that out fight as far as Canning, who has won today already in loads of time and space, looks up, but that goes to the left and wide. And when they go over, like we saw at the inter-county, when they go over they look amazing. When they don't, they're not happy about it.
Yeah, frustrating from both sides. That's the ball, we keep saying that's the ball Holycross can play. They can't go long in general play down top, a big half back line, and then on the other side with Alan Ryan playing well inside, just feed him the ball. Stop going for shots out the field the whole time.
Toomevara have this breeze at their back, so they will feel maybe if we're going to go from now is the half, but as Shane is saying, when they're not going over it, it's not really worth doing it. Now we've a line ball on the far side of the field. It's going to be taken there by Jamie Woods. He's trying to make a nice little tee for himself. He's taking his time, and I suppose
it's a 7 iron, I'd say, is it?
Yeah, a nice day for it all the same. Yeah, he's chipping it up and he's taking his time. And it was worth chipping it up. In fairness, he got plenty of height on it, lofting in around the square, bouncing in favourably from a Holycross point of view. Well taken. The shot from a tough enough angle, but it is going to go between the posts. Stephen Flanagan, first score of the day. He's been threatening all day though.
Yeah, and that's what you want. You want Stephen coming across from the far corner, getting into space here, get onto a break, and there was only one way that was going. The minute he struck it, he was out doing a celebration out to the stand.
5-4 now. Holycross are only a point down despite Toomevara maybe doing an awful lot of the hurling. That one drops. Cathal Barrett reads it well, but it drops out of his hand, and Toomevara look like they're going to be onto it over there. True, Darren Delaney is involved in that ruck. There's a few players from both teams. It's going to come out, and Holycross are going to come away with it there through Doyle. Doyle feeds that one out to the side, and the Holycross man out there is quickest to get onto it is Russell. Russell plays that inside. No, brilliant. A brilliant piece of skill there by Cathal Barrett. Cathal Barrett full of confidence then drops that one into the edge of the square, but it's well read. Brilliantly taken back there by Jake Ryan. Jake Ryan did well there. It was a goal chance. He did well to get his hand on that and clear it away. Bit of time back there, and all the way back in his own half back line is Jack Delaney, and he launches that one. Brilliantly taken. Chance of a goal here. Shot. Oh, well saved. It's gone out for a 65. That came from almost absolutely nothing. One ball down the field, into the hand, shot and saved.
Yeah, exactly. And even Jack Delaney got a lovely hook on Cathal Barrett when it looked like he was just going to tap it over. Long ball then down to the far side. Alan Ryan caught it and looked like there was a bit of space inside. Dinny Ferncombe was coming out expecting a bullet. It just goes out for 65.
That was a chance, and that Holycross goal is leading a charmed life in the last, I suppose, since the start of the game. The penalty saved there, if you were joining us late, the penalty was saved by Dinny Ferncombe, and then there was another chance there, and there was a couple of chances in between. So Holycross are in this game, but maybe by the skin of their teeth, and it's going to be a 65 now to Toomevara, and this would bring them 2 clear. But we've a man down injured over there. It looks like, is it Jack Delaney is getting a bit of attention there, but we're going to play on regardless. and that one is just drifting to the right and wide, is it? No, it's not. It's gone over. It's gone over just about over the crossbar.
Casual enough from the umpire. I think he's feeling the heat down there in the jacket. But it looked like Jack Delaney, just when he got back to hook Cahill Barrett in that last play, just pulled up with a slight little niggle on the hamstring.
And Holycross come away with that one again. They're starting to play this one down inside. They're looking for Flanagan again, who got to score a few minutes ago, but he's pushed off the ball there by Toomevara, man, and they've managed to take away the ball. It's back to their Jason Ryan again. Jason Ryan goes a short one inside as far as Delaney, who got that bit of attention on his leg. It seems to have done the business for him. He shoots from about 80 yards out, but it just swirls off to the left and wide.
Hitting a lot of ball now. I wonder would Holycross would look to maybe tag him and just put a man on him. He's hitting a lot of ball.
Doyle picks it up from the puck out, drives it down inside to the full forward line. Toomevara or Holycross need to get the ball in there a little bit more. They haven't scored now for 3 or 4 minutes, maybe through that Flanagan point was their last one. Puck down there again. Toomevara, their half back line, when they do get it, they are dangerous, but they do sometimes struggle. But now it's Coffey who has it, plays a dangerous one inside onto the running Quirk in a bit of space over there. He has a man standing him up, but he has plenty of support around him if he wants it. Decides he doesn't need it this time, puts that one from a tough angle. But the main thing is he puts that between the post and over the crossbar.
Yeah, he is some hurler. He's a real magician with the ball. Let's Toomevara be looking for a big year from him now. He's settled into Toomevara, so let's say like that, and that's a great start for him.
Coming up into the last minute of normal time here, we're keeping an eye out for the board to see how much is going to be added on. Holycross now have it through Doyle again. Doyle seems to be the out ball there. He seems to be man trying to spray the pass in the last few minutes, and down into the lively Flanagan. Flanagan doesn't get it up the first time, tries to take it around his man, doesn't manage to get it, unfortunately, from his point of view, and it's back to the man who just got the point a minute ago, Quirk, inside his own half. This time he's trying to pass it, but he passes straight down the neck of Cahill Barrett, who's standing there in the sweeper position, and Holycross have it again. The shot comes in over the shoulder. Is it going to have the legs? It looks like it is. Is it going to? It is, and that's Pádraig Russell with that score for Holycross.
Yeah, and even the play before, Stephen Flanagan, I thought was going to get it on the half turn. Great defended by Jack Ryan. Needless ball down Cahill Barrett's throat, and a great score from Pádraig Russell. Just bringing us close to half time.
And the ball is pucked out there by Delaney. As we said, we're gone over the 30 minutes now, and Toomevara holding on to this one up the line there by Jason Ryan. Or stick passes that one and they hold on to it. Unusual to see someone turn around just like that, but Toomevara feel possession is key, and you give it to the man who can score. He believes Jack Delaney is that man. Delaney, this time it goes to the right and wide.
I can't overestimate Darren Delaney's having a huge influence in this game. He's playing with 11 on his back. He's a wing back by trade, as we said earlier, but he is covering every blade of grass on the field. Tony Delaney's son would be more accustomed to the full back and cutting people in two, really, but Darren Delaney is Tony would be really proud of him. He's getting his hands on a load of ball, and considering he's marking Cahill Barrett, and he's kind of been tagged as well by Jake Ryan, and so let's say doing a massive job there centre forward.
Dinny Ferncombe now with the puck out, goes very short as far as Dunn. Gavin Dunn receives a big tackle there, but rides it, gives it off. Nice stick play there, and Holycross come again. It's Flanagan who's come all the way out the field to retrieve this ball. Lovely 1-2. Is that going to have the legs? It's gone to the right and wide, but good idea, just poor execution, I suppose.
Yeah, and both teams are actually getting their puck outs away. They're keeping possession of their own puck outs. So let's say it's just maybe one more pass would be easier.
Colm Canning leaves that one in, but it goes right into the hands of Dinny Ferncombe. Canning is well able to take it up and take a shot, and he's done it a few times in this game. But now it's Toomevara, Holycross Ballycahill who have it again. Hand passed outside, coming out of their own defence over there. They're different. You can really, as Shane has mentioned a few of them, the difference in the styles of play is fairly obvious out there at times. Toomevara definitely try to work it up as quick as they can, and as I say that, they drive it inside to a one-man full forward line. He's got it inside there. It's Ryan. Ryan has a man up against him. Great defending back there. Ryan tries to go left and right. Brilliant defending back there. Brilliant by Gavin Dunn, I think it was, who stood him up. There was real danger there, but he did well. But Toomevara still have possession of the ball. They still have it through Mark McCarthy. Does a little sidestep, but he tried to get past his man, dropped the ball, and Holycross managed to live to fight another day. But that one is only going as far as midfield. Toomevara are really pinning the Holycross lads back into their own half, and they come again on the attack. Still danger for Holycross. It's their corner back who's all the way up. This will be a fantastic score from the man with number 2 on his back, all the way up there. Josh McCarthy balanced it on his hurley and then shot over the crossbar.
Yeah, and he seems to push out now. They were the last 20 minutes. They were probably going with their 6 backs. He's pushed out the field, and he's going to be a threat if he can score like that all day.
Willie Coffey doing his best to try and dispossess the Holycross man in there, kicking and belting and trying to get the ball out of the ruck, and they've done it. They have Toomevara have Holycross on the rack at the minute. This one was into Alan Ryan. Alan Ryan catches that on the bounce. He has a man inside if he wants him. Gives that one lovely ball across to Young. Young with a shot and into the bottom corner of the net. First goal for Toomevara in this year's Tipperary Senior Hurling Championship, and you suppose it's no more than they deserve.
Yeah, exactly. And the game plan is just they've stuck to it. And who gave the ball in? Darren Delaney. Who won inside? Alan Ryan. And David Young then with the finish. Great goal by Toomevara.
Just before half time, just when I suppose Holycross were thinking, right, we've done well, we've got the half time still in contention. Now it drives it out to 1-8 to 5 points, and it just changes the complexion of the game heading into half time. But Holycross would like to get a score. They've worked it out as far as Jamie Woods. Jamie Woods opens up his shoulders and shoots. They need a score here, but this time it just goes to the left and wide.
Yeah, and if there was a pass on, Joe Caesar made a lovely run the far side. It could have been in around the D if he got the head up bad wide.
Toom starting to turn on the style now, and they're holding on to possession over there through Quirk. Quirk gives a delicate ball inside again. It's 1-on-1 again. It's Alan Ryan inside, goes up for that one, doesn't get it this time, but he only needs to win one ball, as we saw the last time. The defender has to be lucky every time. The forward only needs to be lucky once, and that's what they're banking on inside there, the Toomevara men. Holycross to get this one down as far as the lively Flanagan. We've mentioned him a few times today. Brilliant touch of the stick there, tries to get it in his hand, but he's been absolutely marshalled brilliantly in there by Jake Ryan, giving nothing away, and the ball is worked it out, and it's now a sideline ball. And Keith Delahunty has seen enough for this first half. 1-8 to Toomevara, 5 points to Holycross Ballycahill. Shane, what are your thoughts on that first 34 and a half odd minutes?
Interesting, to be fair. Let's say, like, I'm not a fan of the cornerbacks, but I tell you, there's 4 cornerbacks on show here today now that are actually impressing me. Even Jake Ryan there, and as you said, between Jack Ryan and Jake Ryan in 2 different teams, but Jake Ryan, let's say, doing a stellar job on Stephen Flanagan there. Josh McCarthy has pushed up the field and scored a point. And then inside, let's say, the Gavin Dunn is a one-on-one battle with Alan Ryan, unbelievable job. And then Jack Ryan is going out around the middle, doing a lot of hurling as well. So look, there's a lot of things on show. As I see David Young and giving his thoughts to the management crew here in front of us. But no, I think maybe both teams will be a bit disappointed about the start, but I think Toomevara will be very happy with the scoreline.
And just before that, we saw Owen Brislan go into Keith Delahunty to ask him a couple of things as well. I think it's something that happens more and more in the game. One thing we actually haven't discussed, which is great, and I think that's been in the media loads this week, is that hand pass, Shane. For some reason, it hasn't been an issue really here at all today, thank God.
No, exactly, and I think there's a lot of stick passing actually. Let's say maybe the close quarter hand passing hasn't been a massive feature. Obviously, every second or third pass might be a hand pass, but there's nothing controversial in it. There's a lot of stick passing going on, and I think Holycross will need that even more in the second half. I think they need a bit more running. They need a bit more movement inside, but as we said, they're getting possession of the ball from their own puck out, but let's say they're probably trying to hit inside from too deep, either the half back or midfield. If they could get it up to half line and then get a nicer ball into the full forward line, it might be more of a threat. Just probably too many shots from outside around the middle.
Absolutely, the voice of Shane Stapleton there. And last night the Tipperary Senior Hurling Championship got underway with an absolute cracker. It was a repeat of last year's county final with Killadangan taking on Lockmore. If you were lucky enough to see it or be here, you got an absolute value for your money. If you didn't get a chance to see it and you're tuning in here, we have the best bits of it coming up right now, so stay tuned.
Here, but ref has blown that one, and it is the keeper now. Aidan McGrath sends it long all the way in and over the bar. Just cuts this one in the middle now. Taken in there by Kieran McGrath. Feeds it outside him now to John. John McGrath on the run here. John McGrath, long ranger, all the way in. It's sent in and over the bar. Ryan up there. Away he goes. Gets a nice little flick on it back as far as John McGrath. John McGrath feeds it outside to Liam Tracy on the run. And Tracy puts Lockmore Castleiney ahead, coming up to half time here. Ball hopping in there. It's won again by Killadangan. They work it out towards Ty Gallagher. Gallagher at centre field on the run here. Strikes it high, strikes it long, and over the bar at the town end. 10 points apiece. Hopping ball over the far side. Kieran McGrath gathers it and leaves it off as far as John. John McGrath feeds it outside. A shot coming in. Oh, it's a rocket from Ed Connolly. Get the ball to the best player to have a go, and he puts it over the bar. 12-11 they lead. Sharp puck out from Killadangan over the far side of the field. It's out to Alan Flynn. Alan Flynn on the run now. Strikes it high, long. Hits the post. Back into play now. Ball is still there. It's loose inside. It's a goal! It's a goal! Dan O'Mara with the touch. John McGrath stands over this right at centre field, and he strikes it in, and brilliant. What a free taker. So we're ready to go again. Here it is. Barry Hogan sends this one skyward all the way. Dropping ball. It's coming down from the clouds now, and it breaks in the middle, and it's fed outside. It's a goal! Oh, it's a goal by Sean Hayes. But what a strike by Sean Hayes. Pure quality. This one sent long down the field. Breaking ball down here now, and it is Lockmore coming on the attack once more. They have a couple of players on. It's Lockmore Castellini, and it's in the net. It's Kieran McCormack with the finish. Who has a chance with this into the town end, and he makes no mistake at all. 120 playing 221. That's a 4-point lead for Kilkenny. 222 playing 121 now. 56 on the clock here. Time almost up. Long puck out once more. Breaking now on top of Alan Flynn, and the ball skids free, and away come Lockmore with it. And Connolly coming all the way in. And Connolly has buried it. Breaking ball up there, and it's spilled out there once more by Killadang, and it's broken free now, and away comes Kieran Connolly. Kieran Connolly up the field, up as far as Liam Tracy, long ranger, and Tracy makes no mistake. Frankie McGrath down there shaking. He's away from him. It skids free. Out come Killadang looking for a free. No free. Play goes on here. Fullback feeds it back to the keeper. Keeper goes long all the way up the field again. Lockmore there with numbers, and a fantastic catch by Brian McGrath. My man of the match. Absolutely outstanding. Tripped up there. No free. Paul Flynn, the player who just was closest to him, but it's Lockmore coming on the attack once more. This ball sent into space, but it's to blue and gold, and it's worked out to the county man. Flynn sends it high. Flynn sends it long, and Alan Flynn, their county star.
Welcome back to Semple Stadium. The game so far has, I suppose, come to life in the last few minutes from a Toomevara point of view. Its half-time score, if you're just joining us, is Toomevara 1-8, Holycross Ballycahill 5 points, with the goal coming there from David Young after a good piece of work from the inside forward line. Alan Ryan, who's been dangerous all half, gave the ball across. David Young found the bottom right-hand corner with a great finish. Shane Stapleton is here with me in the commentary box. Shane, I suppose this is the first game back. Toomevara drew their first game last year. Holycross lost their first one. How important is it to get off to a good start?
Sure, it's very important, and I think the nerves have probably showed in that a small bit, particularly in the first quarter. Toomevara maybe threw off the shackles a small bit in the second quarter, but yeah, a first win is massive. When you lose the first one, negativity can set in, and training is a bit harder, and there's almost a sense of panic. You need a good management team. Just stopped using the word like bottom and relegation and all kind of negative connotations, you know what I mean? And but no, then on the complete opposite, win the first game and you're looking up the way and you're kind of saying, right, let's, you know, and one more win now and we're qualified and all this kind of thing. So I think Holy Cross will be a bit disappointed in that term. I think the game plan that they have probably hasn't worked very well without Brian O'Mara. He's the Colossus that they had, driving forward, getting them on the front foot, picking out lovely ball for us, but obviously hitting or striking long scores himself. And then they've obviously lost Cathal Barrett from centre forward, who can just arrive anywhere and be a huge influence there. So look, it hasn't been great. Let's be honest, I don't think Toomevara will care with the scoreline the way it is, but Holy Cross have a lot of good hurlers, and if they could get a couple of early scores or even a goal and get a bit of momentum and get to the next half time or the water break, they'll have a big say in this contest yet.
Toomevara look like they're just about to come out now in front of us. I suppose from a Holy Cross point of view, as Shane mentioned, there was a lot of changes at the start. Maybe their bench is already, have they put out what and they would have brought on from the bench, is it already on, or have the other lads we might see?
I suppose the only thing they could maybe go with is Aidan Stakelum is what they don't have. Aidan Stakelum is a massive big ball winner, could maybe go to the edge of the square. Now Andrew Ryan at full back for Toomevara wouldn't have any bother with that either. Andrew will play it any way you want. He'll race you out, or he'll stand under a missile with you. Maybe that might happen, Aidan, if the legs go small. But just Holy Cross, look, lovely hurlers, have to take a bit more advantage of the green grass and the open space of Thurles, and they just need to deliver the ball from just a tiny bit further up the field.
And we're back here again, and a hurley went flying there from the throw-in, but Cathal Barrett won the ball and he gave it down inside. Holy Cross looking to start this second half. And maybe a bit better than they finished the first half, but they're off in the way here again. They'll need to get an early score. Toomevara were definitely in the ascendancy at the end of that first half, and it's Holy Cross who do need probably to get the first score, and they're looking lively so far. Actually, the linesman is slowing things down over there. He's not letting them take that as quick as they'd like, which is unfortunate from their point of view, but it's going to be a line ball on the far side of the field. Holy Cross standing over the Holy Cross man over there is Michael Doyle, gets underneath that one, manages to find a man just a couple of metres ahead of him. It's Woods. Woods drops that one in around the square. It bounces, but it's well taken there by Delaney. Delaney gets on that one and clears that down the field. It's dropping around the halfway line. Toomevara now win that one back again. Things haven't really come to life really yet in the second half so far, and it's the man with number 3 in his back for Holy Cross there forward. He's out around midfield, gets that one, gives that one back as far as Doyle. Doyle drops that one in again, but not much purchase on it, but it's kind of dropping in around there like a ping pong ball again, but it's one back there. Toomevara start to come away again there through Jason Ryan, gives it outside, looking up the field now, down, dropping inside. It's 2-on-2 inside in the Holy Cross full back line, but it's one there back there by Cathal Barrett. Cathal Barrett, who's been steady out in this match so far, gives that one back down inside. He was looking for a couple of different players with Holy Cross jerseys on him, but ended up with Jason Ryan of Toomevara picking up the ball. He's on his bike here, bouncing it off the ground, hand passed out outside as far as Josh McCarthy, the man with number 2 in his back, but has already got a point today. The ball goes to the ground. It's been a bit scrappy since the start of this second half. I know we're only 2 minutes in or so, but it just hasn't flowed for either team just yet, and now it's over there through McCarthy. McCarthy has 2 points from frees in this game, drops that one in around the edge of the D. Well taken there, brilliantly taken by Alan Ryan. Alan Ryan with a great first half shot. His half block was well taken. Chance here of a goal. It's off the post. Oh, it's off the post and across the square there. William Coffey got on the end of that. He still isn't there. He still has the ball. He's down into the ground. Still danger here for Holy Cross. Ball isn't cleared yet, but looks like they might have got away with that, but 2 real goal chances there, and unbelievably the ball stayed out of the net.
Yeah, the hands are in the head around Willie Coffey. Just complete mishit, just kind of the arms got too close to him, the strike just spun up into the air. Big goal chance would have almost put the game to bed earlier on.
Russell now of Holy Cross takes this one, drops it inside. Is it going to have the distance? It doesn't, and Delaney gets his hand on that and comes away with the ball here. That was a real chance though. If Holy Cross had conceded another goal, as Shane says, that could have been lights out, but it's Toomevara now in possession of the ball again through Delaney. Delaney gives a nice stick pass inside, a chance of a shot here, lovely low trajectory on that one. It comes in there from Colm Canning. Colm Canning puts that one over the bar for his second score today.
Yeah, and who's the provider again? Darren Delaney, centre forward, well played. And here I look inside the last play, Aidan Stakelum has come in. I see David Fogarty is sitting in front of us, so Aidan Stakelum is in for full forward for Holy Cross, and David Fogarty is off.
It's going to be restart here with a free back in their own half to Toomevara. 1-9 to 5 points here in this first round of this FBD Insurance Tipperary Senior Hurling Championship. Toomevara drew their first game out last year against Borrisalee. This time they'll be hoping to get off to a winning start. That one's dropping in, but dropped straight into the hands of Dinny Ferncombe. Gives that one outside as far as Conor Ryan. And they, Holycross, now start to build. Plenty of space over there. Plenty of time to look up and find a pass here. Does Michael Doyle. And does he find a man? He gives it inside. A dangerous one inside to the corner. It runs on. Runs onside there all the way in as far as Caesar. Caesar has a point already. Managed to get that maybe in a second or third attempt. Plays it inside. And Holycross are inside the 14. Oh, they've lost it. And Holycross had a chance there, but now it's in the hands of a Toomevara man, Robbie Quirk. Quirk, who already has a point from the first half, shovels that one forward, looking for Coffey. Coffey, who had that goal chance a minute ago, and he's in a bit of space here. He's driving forward. He has a man ahead of him, but he barges him out of the way. He's over the 21, gives it inside. He has a man to his left, Jack Delaney. The pass wasn't amazing, but Jack Delaney gets it, and Jack Delaney puts it over the bar. But there was a goal chance there.
There was a goal chance, and well done, Alan Ryan. Willie Coffey, just the hand pass didn't go to hand, and Jack Delaney rightly get something out of that attack, and that's the way it's going. Let's say Toomevara just more scores inside. If Skevan scores, Holycross have only 4, as Holycross makes substitution. Looks to be Ramy Nally seems to be coming on.
Ramy Nally there coming onto the field, and he's hoping to make a big introduction straight away. It looks like is it Conor Ryan, the team captain, is making his way off the field, which is surprising to see.
Yeah, he looked to be he looked to be a bit ginger just before half time. The far side, I know that he was retreating back, and he just seemed to be hobbling a small bit. Doesn't look to be too happy walking to the sideline though.
And we work it down again, and Coffey, who's really been on fire at the start of this second half, 3 goal chances potentially even for him, but this time he doesn't go as far as he'd like, and it's well cleared out there by Ferncombe in the Holycross goal. Nice little flick on there by Toomevara, and they've held on to possession here very well. Knocked the ball, just can't come out of that defence for Holycross, and Toomevara still hold on to this one. Delaney again tries to get that up, couldn't get it up the very first time. He has 3 points to his name already, but this time he'll just have to wait, and it's Holycross who are on the attack this time. Well cut out. Toomevara working really hard, not letting Holycross clear their lines, and that shot's coming in from downtown. Is it going over the bar? Yes it is. It's Colm Canning. He has his shooting boots on today.
Yeah, and Cahill Barr's not happy with that. That's it. Was free, ready, and like he's here in the middle of the field, unmarked. Didn't have the ball. Difficult to watch that silly turnover. Now, good score for Toom though.
That's 3 points for for Colm Canning from number 5, which is pretty good going from his point of view. The ball's left inside there. Looked like Jack Delaney tried to turn his man. He's got a lot of attention. He's got a man on his back, but he's still managing to hold on to possession. It's going to squirt out there. It looks like Delaney's onto it. Shot comes in on his left hand side into the bottom right hand corner. Great finish from Darren Delaney.
Yeah, I've been saying it all day. He's been the key man. He's hurling ever. He's turning up everywhere, and I don't know whoever the Tipp senior manager is going to be. I hope he's got Darren Delaney's mobile number.
Absolutely, what a finish there, and he's been involved in absolutely everything today. He deserved that chance, and he took it very well. Bottom right hand corner of the net. 2-11 now to 5 points to Toomevara, and they're making a couple of changes there, probably trying to give everyone a chance. First day out, they probably maybe feel this game has been put to bed, and they need to get fellas in there for the next couple of games. It's going to become thick and fast as we go on, but now it's Cahill Bard of Holycross. He needs to put a dent in this scoreboard. Going forward, lays a lovely ball inside into a bit of space, pulled on first. Great save there in the goal. Great save there by Robert Delaney. The shot came in from Conor O'Farrell. He pulled on it first time on his left hand side. It was a lovely height, but a good save.
Yeah, Joe Caesar actually, but a great save by the goalie. And that's the game plan, just to get Cahill Bard up the field, draw them in. Like this, the backs are always going to go to Cahill Bard. He's such a talent. Joe Caesar, county minor from last year, as we said, did the right thing, pulling it. Good save by Robert Delaney.
Brilliant reactionary save, and Holycross take this one. It's left inside there by Woods, dropping in around the edge of the square. It's going to be caught by Holycross and pulled on again, and this time they find the net. Good score there coming there from Mikey Nally. Finds the net, and maybe this game isn't over just yet.
Yeah, and we spoke about Joe Caesar, David Fogarty and Mikey Nally starting before. Mikey Nally has been the important one. He's played at centre forward, he's played out the field, he's worked well, and again, like we said, Joe Caesar did the right thing by pulling on the last one. Nally did the same thing. Great finish, and they needed that.
2-11 to 1-5. 2-11 is 17, 1-5 is 8. So there's still plenty in this game, but Holycross got the goal. They feel that this game is a long way from over. If they get another couple in the next few minutes, who knows what could happen. Far side of the field now looks like it's going to be Jamie Wood's going to take a line ball. Is he going to tee this one up? Again, he is. He's got the wind at his back. You can see the flag there, though. It doesn't really seem to want to get up and going. Shane Ryan is going to come on, it looks like, for Holycross, doing a few hamstring stretches there as well. But we go back to the play for a minute, and Jamie Woods gets underneath that one, and that one goes to the right and wide.
That's a killer now for Holycross. They had momentum. I won't say Robert Delaney was rattled, but after the goal puts the next puck out over the sideline, you want to kind of pin him in. I was it Shane Stapleton was saying in the podcast last week that every team seemed to have one player that goes for a sideline, except the Limerick Senior Hurlers. There might be something in that.
Well, whatever they're doing right at the moment. We have a few changes here, so the ball is in the hands of Delaney at the moment, as a couple of players have made their way onto the field there. I think one for Holycross. We might get clarification of that in a second. It's well taken there in the air there by Nally. Nally wins that for Holycross, gives it to as far as Ryan. Ryan now has a man on his back, but does well to give it to Carl Barr right in the centre of the field, puts that one up. Is it a shot or a pass? It's dropping short. Well dealt with there by Delaney of Toomevara in the goal. Gives a hand pass, but it's not a very good one, and he's put himself in a bit of danger. He's way outside his goals, but Toomevara looked like they might get this, but well taken there. Holycross, Flanagan was in there, gives the ball across, chance of a goal here into an empty net, and this game is back on. Looks like, was it Stakelum got the last touch on that and found the net.
Yeah, and well done Stephen Flanagan. Saw that there was kind of a bit of mess there on outside the 21, rushed in, the ball popped up to him, lovely hand pass over to Aidan Stakelum, who's been causing a bit of chaos inside there with his size. Good finish, and game on.
He won't get an easier goal than that this year. Hit the ball into an empty net from 5 or 6 yards. Delaney caught out, came out the field, didn't manage to clear the ball sufficiently, and yes, game on here. 2-11 to 2-5 now, just 6 points in this game, and it's Holycross who are definitely after getting a right G up from those 2 goals. Holycross there, their main man Cathal Barrett winning a free, and there's a Toomevara man down now, that number 8 over there. Looks like it's Paul Ryan, so we might be stopped here for a few minutes.
Yeah, to just like the inter-county teams, when Cathal Barrett comes out, everyone seems to think he's fouling, and the crowd roared over there. Paul Ryan took a frontal charge, but Cathal is going to get away with them because he's on the front foot, and he's so hard to stop, and that's why I know we've mentioned it time after time after time, but it's just a pity for Holycross point of view that Brian O'Mara couldn't start at 6 and Cathal at 11.
Huge loss, Brian O'Mara. So unfortunate. Broke his hand against Limerick back in May, as we mentioned, and then broke it again last Friday against Silvermine. So we wish him the best of luck. He's there in front of us in the cast. The shot comes in there, the free, I should say, from Cathal Barrett, and that one is a great score. Won the free himself and put it over the bar. Yeah, now
this is squeaky bum time now for Robert Delaney. What's to do with the next puck out?
He goes short, and he goes accurate this time from his point of view, straight to Liam Ryan, who Liam Ryan then turns, gives it down inside as far as McCarthy. McCarthy's been quiet in this second half. He's 2 points from frees in the first half. Looked like he might have been a foul there, but the referee lets play go on, and it's Holycross who've turned this one over back through Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan now on the ball, gives it back outside, and Holycross trying to be delicate with this one as they lay the ball there inside as far as Caesar with the goal chance a few minutes ago, but this time he's turned over, but it's still Holycross through Russell from right out on the sideline, puts that one up. The crowd like that one, the umpire likes that one, and that's a good score. Holycross still chipping away at this lead.
Yeah, Pádraig Russell, his second point of the day, and they've been 2 monster scores, and the Holycross fans now have something to cheer over on that far side.
And Holycross are pinning them in now. They've won the ball here again. Again, it's the man who got the goal. Stakelum puts that one up. Is it just inside the post? It's not. They could have done with that one.
Yeah, he'd more time, and he just didn't get the call. Rushed his shot, just tailed out to the far side, the keeper's left post.
So still the 4 points in this one. There is plenty of time to go. There's only about 41 minutes or so gone in this game. That one drops inside. Holycross have won everything in the last few minutes, but this time there's a kind of a slightly wild pull. Just didn't make the connection he would like with the ball, and it's going to be a free to Toomevara.
Yeah, I don't know, is there such a thing? I can't give out, but just looked like a really silly free from Remy Nally. The ball was always going to be it was going to be a Toomevara ball, and silly Hurley just came in across, and even the sound of timber is going to be a definite free, and it just gives Toomevara a chance to maybe stop the rot back there, for want of a better word, and this will be another free for Marcus McCarthy.
Mark McCarthy's in the centre of the field, so from that point of view it's fairly easy. It's a nice distance out though. He does make a good connection with this on his left hand side. The accuracy is the thing that's going to be in question here, but not, how dare I question it. Mark McCarthy, his 3rd point, all from frees, and he keeps Toomevara. They needed a score, they hadn't scored for a while.
Yeah, no, and he's a good free taker, and there's going to be no such thing as pressure with him when he's on the ball like that.
Willie Coffey there doing his best to disrupt things, but Cathal Barrett won't be disrupted. He gets that, shrugs off 2-3 tackles, still going forward, gives the no look hand pass outside. A chance for Holy Holy Cross here. The shot comes in from their number 5, Michael Doyle, and that one goes over the bar. And Cathal Barrett, that was all about him there.
Yeah, hashtag front foot hurling seems to be the thing now, and it's all come from Cathal Barrett. He's breaking the first challenge. He's drawn in the attention of Toomevara, and now he's starting to see passes, and Holy Cross are getting their shots away.
This one's still in the melting pot, dropping around the 45. There's Toomevara man onto it. It's Quirk. Quirk looks around outside, gives a lovely diagonal ball into space. Can a Toomevara man take advantage of that? It looks like it's going to be Delaney, the goal scorer, but he doesn't manage to get her up the first time. He's still hassling and harrying there. He's not giving up on this, even with 3 Holy Cross men around. And eventually, the strength of numbers wins out, and Holy Cross come onto that. But again, the ball is just over and back like a bar of soap there. No one can get their hand on it, and eventually it's going to be a free out. But there's a real cut, there's a real fight to this. No one wants to give at the moment.
Yeah, and I think there's been a bit of a rejig from Murty Maher and John Ferncombe on the Holy Cross team. Cathal Barrett seems to be kind of free now around the middle of the field, centre forward kind of area, and let's say Toomevara now kind of have to see what they do. Let's say with Aidan Stakelum gone in full forward for Holy Cross, maybe the threat of ball into green grass isn't as much. So I wonder would they just push on Josh McCarthy and just go man to man with Cathal Barrett, because you can't leave him free.
Barrett with this one, it's drifting to the right though. It looks, in this case, he scored one from free and one from a play, but this time that one is to the right and wide, and it's still 4 between the teams with probably about 15 minutes or so to go in this one. Flanagan reads that one brilliantly from a Holy Cross point of view, intercepts that puck out, lays it outside, the shot comes in. Cathal Barrett puts that one up. He's not happy with himself, gives himself a bit of a scolding as he puts that to the right and wide, but well read there by Flanagan.
But again, he's free. The key thing is Cathal Barrett is free in the middle of the field. Now I know Paul Ryan seems to be the closest to him at the moment, but you can't leave an inter-county of a player of Cathal Barrett's talent, you can't leave him free. He has to be tagged and man-marked.
Conor O'Mara there coming onto the field for Toomevara there. They're trying to maybe cause a bit of disruption, a bit more disruption in that Holy Cross defence. And we're going to wait. Cathal Barrett actually is going to get a bit of attention here. He's been involved in a lot in the last few minutes, so he probably just needs to get a breather as much as anything else with the physios on, and going to give him a bit of treatment. So we're going to stop for a second, I suppose. This is an unofficial water break. There's been bottles of water been thrown in now all over the place. Yeah,
it's a hot day now, to be fair, and I think Cathal is after he's after being involved in the last 2 or 3 plays. So let's say I think it's just being clever there, just to kill it a small bit, seeking a reset and win the next puck out.
And here we go now with the puck out. It goes short. Delaney there finds his corner back, and he's got the afterburners on over the 21, coming up to the 45, over the 65, still going strong. What a touch, gives it inside, great run, hands it off outside as far as Jason Ryan. Jason Ryan takes the shot, and what a score, all the way from the back line. We don't need forward, don't mind them lads up there with the high numbers, we can score from the back.
Yeah, and we've commented about their physicality of Colm Canning and Jason Ryan. They're like the 2 wing backs, they're like Burns and Kyle Hayes going up there scoring points, and that's very hard to defend against.
And that's another score for them, and Toomevara have won the ball back there again. Jason Ryan is on it, trying to get that in his hands. He does, manages to ride a couple of tackles, goes past 2 or 3 players, and it comes now as far as Delaney. Delaney gives that one inside as far as the man who just came onto the field there a few minutes ago, their number 21, Conor O'Mara. And the shot comes in, Toomevara with the shot again, and that one has gone over the bar, and another score for them.
Yeah, and even like I think now Toomevara just starting to use the bench with Russell Quirk and them gone in. You'll be interested to see will Kenny Ryan make an impact inside, and they have a strong bench.
It's gone out to 6 again. The Holy Cross will be hoping to get another score. They have to probably get the next score, or it'll drift back out again. They made a huge dent in the scoring with those 2 goals, but they just need to get another one, or at least a point, to stop Toomevara, who've come back into the game the last few minutes. Nice one bouncing from Flanagan. Flanagan, who's been impressive in this game, falling over as he hit that one, and that one doesn't manage to go between the sticks either way. Yes, it does. Stephen Flanagan, who's falling all over the place there, looking to be getting muscle out and managed to put it over the bar.
Yeah, and it's probably suited him. He's come out from the corner. He's playing wing here in front of us. He's following Colm Canning, and he's taking advantage of the space around the middle. He's gone onto a lot of ball. He set up the goal. Good score.
And there is the water break. And speaking of the water breaks, Robert Healy here, the man on our camera, has provided myself and Shane with some ice cold water here, so we're delighted with that as well. So thanks very much to Robert for that.
The A team is all together.
Absolutely. And speaking of the A team, Toomevara they've weathered the storm, I suppose. They got through that spell that Holy Cross put against them, put on the 2 goals, and now they look like maybe they've got over the hump.
Yeah, and we spoke about it earlier on, but Galvin and Brislan now will take the sting out of here. I can't imagine Toomevara breaking from the water break too early. They have a strong bench that we spoke about earlier on, so I'd imagine there might be a few changes going down the home stretch, and they'll be very happy to lead 2-14 to 2-9. So they'll be thinking they'll be in a good place, but they'll be making reference to the 2 goals that I won't say be soft, but they'll be disappointed with, and they'll be trying to finish strong.
And we welcome Tipp FM listeners to the stream here. You're joining us here just at the water break. So you're going to get the last exciting, hopefully, 15 minutes of this one. It's Toomevara 2-14. It's Holycross 2-9. Toomevara were probably the better of the team in the first half and seemed to be cruising away with this game. Then Holycross came at them, got 2 goals, one through Mikey Nally and the other through Aidan Stakelum to bring them back into the game. The Toomevara goals coming from Darren Delaney and David Young. But so at the moment it's 2-14 to 2-9. We're just coming back from the water break. Toomevara are slow to come back out again, but still a bit to play for here. Still 5 points in this one with 15 minutes to go. Toomevara, as we said, probably we expect them to kick on from here, but who knows?
Yeah, exactly, and it's all to play for. It's just score by score for Holycross. They don't necessarily need to go for goals straight away if they get it back to 3-4 points. You know, they always have a chance. And as we said, with Aidan Stakelum gone in full forward, if you could catch one and be pulled down for a penalty, or if you catch one and get another goal, it's a different kind of finish then.
So we're going to restart now in the ball. It's going to be Robert Delaney, I think. And just for people who have joined us late, Robert Delaney saved a penalty back against Burgess, you right remember. There was a penalty saved here as well today from Dinny Ferncombe. He saved one from Jack Delaney at the start of earlier in this game, but as the ball isn't pucked out well, Cathal Barrett picks that one up well, gives it outside his colleague. The shot comes in, and that's a one they shouldn't have given away. Well put over there by Dara Woods. Yeah,
and the 2 county lads combined together, and Cathal Barrett watches his official. He seems to be gone centre forward on Liam Ryan.
Very astute and very alert from Barrett there to cut out the puck out and get his team a score. And now here come Holycross again. They're working well into Flanagan, who's been very lively all game, getting pushed down, but the referee says no, that's not a free. But Holycross managed to get the break and ball. Eventually it goes to ground. A couple of lads fighting for that one as well, but Holycross hold on to that one now, starting to come out of over their 65. Hand pass inside, it's back to Flanagan, who's at the start of this move, turns around and gets some assistance from a couple of his players. The shot eventually comes in from downtown from Holycross on the left hand side over the crossbar, and that's over the bar. A good score come there from their number 21, Shane Ryan.
Yeah, great score, great feat to get out of the challenge. Again, he's a big man. He seems to be playing around centre back at the moment. Came forward and no bother off the left hand side. Lovely wrist straight over the black spot.
2-14 to 2-11 now in this one, and the ball has dropped down inside the Toomevara half back line, or the half forward line I should say. The shot comes in. We had 21 scoring a minute ago for Holycross. Now we have 21 scoring for Toomevara. Conor O'Mara puts one on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and we spoke about the strength of their bench. Russell Quirks, Conor O'Mara came on. You know, you still have Jack Ryan, Kenny Ryan there on the bench. So let's say Toomevara will be very proud of that squad.
Short puck out there by Holycross, but it's cut out by Toomevara. We've seen that now from both teams, and they've managed to work it into Toomevara, holding on to possession here. Conor O'Mara, he just scored a second ago. He has time and space, and make that 2 for him.
Yeah, lovely score. Right out to the sideline, loads of space, and again, the Darren Delaney with another assist.
Dinny Ferncombe now with the puck out. He goes very long, but unfortunately goes straight into the hands of Jason Ryan of Toomevara back there, the team captain. Gives that one low down inside, takes a touch there. The Toomevara man doesn't manage to hold it straight away, but they hold on to possession. Nice link up player here from Toomevara. The shot eventually comes in from Mark McCarthy from about 50 yards out on his left hand side, but it goes to the right and wide, and the score is still 2-16 to 2-11 in favour of Toomevara.
Yeah, Russell Quirk might be gone out, but Robbie Quirk is still out there, his brother, and he's starting to pull the strings now since the water break. He's getting on ball. He's not shooting himself, but he's looking around for the best pass possible.
Dinny Ferncombe with the puck out, drops between the 265s, but Toomevara win it again and knock it straight back in again. And there was a chance there, but well defended by the Holycross men. They've stopped it inside. Toomevara did seem to have the men over and would have maybe caused a lot of damage if they got the ball in, but it's well done there. And Stephen Flanagan now down in front of the Holycross does well there, pulls on that, fought against a couple of men who were way bigger than him stature wise, but he managed to win the ball. But then Toomevara managed to turn it over again. It's worked all the way down as far as Alan Ryan in a bit of space. Now he has 2 men coming up against him, gives a no look hand pass outside as far as Mark McCarthy, who's yet to score from play. He has 3 from frees, and he's put that one to the left and wide.
Recurring team though, isn't it, Paul? Darren Delaney into Alan Ryan. This time is Mark McCarthy with a shot. Good team move, just a poor finish.
good trilogy of players up there, who are doing their business at the moment, and the ball is poked down inside there by Shane Ryan. Shane Ryan's dropping around the edge of the D. Holycross onto this chance here. Flanagan with a shot, hits it into the ground. Well saved, well read there by Delaney. He has been sharp today. He's made 3 or 4 saves. I know 2 have gone past him, but he has been very good, as has Flanagan, who took the shot on him there. He hit it into the ground, but Delaney was up to that and kept it out. Now the ball is around the 45-yard line. It's in the Delaney. Delaney gives that one back. He's half blocked, and Holycross managed to get this one inside their own half. A dangerous one left inside. Again, they're looking for Flanagan. Again, they're looking for Stakelum, who had the goal earlier on. He pucks that one out. Andrew Ryan now on his left hand side clears that one down, looking for McCarthy. It looks like McCarthy doesn't get it first time though, but they hold on to possession. Good hassle on Harry, and great to see over there. And it's Robbie Quirk now. Robbie Quirk, the midfielder, lofts that one inside to the 265, then it's taken over there by Jason Ryan. Jason Ryan then gives it outside to McCarthy. McCarthy from a difficult angle, right on the sideline. He put the last one wide, and he put this one wide as well. Maybe he should be looking up and giving that inside.
Yeah, and even the play before, great chance for Stephen Flanagan, now snuffed out by the red helmets of Colin Canning and Jack Ryan, and Andrew Ryan was back there as well. It's going end to end now. Kenny Ryan is in since the water break. The yellow helmet over there on the far side was looking for an immediate impact. Instead, we've Colbar standing with the ball, trying to steal a few yards. I think the linesman's not going to let him away with that, but it's going to be a big finish now for Holycross, and they just have to keep possession of the ball. They have the forwards, just need the ball.
2:16 to 2:11 here with about 8 minutes of normal time left, and it's going to be Dara Woods to take this free in between the 265s. He has whatever breeze is there, which is very slight, at his back. He goes to take this when he has one from free and one from play so far in this game, and he puts that one between the posts and he puts that one over the bar. That's his third of the day, and we're down to 2:12 to 2:16, so just 4 points in this one coming into the last 8 or 9 minutes or so. Short puck out there from Toomevara, and they've worked it up as far as Josh McCarthy gives that one down along the sideline, looking to get it down into there to their number 24, Kenny Ryan, who's great to see. He was out injured there during the week or last couple of weeks, but he's back in here and he's hoping to make a big contribution. But Holycross have it back from that line ball. But it's Delaney now. Delaney doesn't get it up in his hand first time, but he's still fighting for it. So are the Holycross men. And Holycross have won it on this occasion, but it's gone to ground again. No one in full possession of the ball yet. It looks like it might be Jimmy Ryan over there with the ball. Give that back outside as far as Shane Ryan. And he plays out to the edge of the D, and well caught by the smallest man in the field. Flanagan gets that, lays it into a bit of space. Chance here, chance for a goal, and saved again. Another good save by Robert Delaney, but it's going to be called back for a free. But Flanagan and Delaney are both doing absolutely brilliant up there.
Yeah, and they're a real threat. Toomevara look a small bit tired in defence, maybe kind of trying to pass on numbers onto each other. Stephen Flanagan, caught, as you said, he wouldn't be known for his aerial ability, and even though it's kind of a drag of a face mask or a helmet at least, a goal chance inside, and Dara Woods would have fancied that. Another good save by Robert Delaney as Shane Nolan comes on for Willie Coffey for Toom as well.
So that was put over there by Dara Woods, his fourth of the day. But yeah, Delaney in the goal made a great save there from Woods out the field, and it's pucked out again by Delaney. Delaney of Toomevara dropping it around over the 45. Over there, running back for this one is Gavin Dunn. Gavin Dunn gets on that one, gives a lovely ball, hits it into the ground, and finds a man through the lines. Now is how they're working it. Holycross on the ball here, over and back, gets it back as far as Gavin Dunn. Gavin Dunn puts that one down. Is it going to drop into a man with a white jersey? No, it's not.
No, and that's the frustrating thing. You said that they were trying to go through the lines, and even the pass back to the Dinny Ferncombe maybe was on and come out this side. When you try it, what do they say? What's plan B? Try to do plan A better. And they have the size, the physicality of Holycross compared to Toomevara. They have to run that ball. They have to move it through the lines. Even now, get it to Barrett, who's gone up the field. I can't just lump it long.
Only 3 points in this one though. It's 2:16 to 2:13 coming up into the last 5 minutes or so of this game. Toomevara will be disappointed with that because they probably have been on top. Shane Nolan looks like might be doing something now in a minute. He's heading down there. He's just come inside and he's calling for the ball. Didn't manage to get it into him though. And Holycross now, who are back in possession of the ball, tipping that one down along the sideline up to Flanagan. Flanagan's been working hard all game. Stakelum then tries to pull it on the ground, but it's blocked. But they've won themselves a line ball about 50 yards out from the goal they're hoping to attack into, and it's Flanagan who's going to take this. Might be more in his line to be in around the square, but it looks like he fancies this one. He's about I suppose maybe 40, 47, 48 yards out on the near stand side of the field.
Well, definitely Aidan Stakelum has to push in, and there's no point in your big man standing here in the 45 when you need a goal. Put him in the edge of the square.
The line ball is taken, and it's won there by Dara Woods. Dara Woods in a bit of space, turns, doesn't even look at that one, and maybe he should have looked a little bit harder, because that one goes unfortunately to the left and wide from his point of view.
And they're still in the game. I think we may be all worried at half time that what way this is going. Holycross, to their credit, have stayed in and they still have a chance.
Absolutely, they're being very economical in general. They haven't had maybe a huge amount of possession, but they've done well with it. And it's Toomevara now on the attack. The ball is left in around the edge of the D. Toomevara trying to get a hold on that, but it's a man over there, Jack Ryan of Holycross, who has it, but he goes to ground, hasn't managed to clear it back as far as Fogarty. Fogarty, number 3 for Holycross. He then goes back outside, and they're trying to clear this one. Fogarty's gone to ground. He's tackled there by Delaney. But they have enough men back there. Jimmy Ryan now has it, feeds that one outside, and Holycross maybe they should just get rid of this one a bit quicker. They're working about over and back. Shane Ryan now, he has a point already. He's way back inside his own corner back position. Goes diagonally across the field, hoping to find Russell inside there. Russell is working hard, but so too are the Toomevara defence, and they've worked that one out, and the ball is hand passed out over the line, and Holycross now have an attacking sideline. There's no stopping them. It goes back to Aidan Stakelum now. Stakelum takes a big shoulder there, pushes his man out of the way, gives himself a bit of space, shoots to the left and wide.
Yeah, and it's all go here. Andrew Ryan read the play really well, came out of it like the bull he is, and just popped the ball, and just Colin Canning, just as we said, looked a bit small, bit tired. Ball went out over the sideline, and then the big man Aidan Stakelum had another shot. There was a bit of space inside with Andrew Ryan out to field, but obviously Murty Mayer and the lads have a plan with Stakelum out in the half forward line. I just wonder, would they be tempted just to plank him in front of Robert Delaney and see could anything happen in the latter stage of this game?
There's 2 players now receiving a bit of treatment, one in one half and one in the other half. So looks like cramped there from the Holycross man on the far side of the field, and the Toomevara man looks like Josh McCarthy is down, maybe getting a bit of attention as well. So we're going to be stopped for another few minutes.
So you're saying 14 on 14 play on? Is that what you're saying here?
Yeah, let's get going. We want to get home to watch the football. Is that what you're saying, Shane? So yeah, we are going to have to be stopped for a minute. Only 3 points in this one with about 2.5 minutes to go. I suppose, yeah, as you said, at half time, if someone said there's only going to be 3 minutes in it, or 3 points in it with 3 minutes to go, you would have taken their hand off from a Holycross point of view, wouldn't you? Yeah,
no, exactly. And we kind of expected this maybe from the start, that close quarters, that let's say, like no one backing away from anything, and almost high scoring. So this has been a good second half, and there's nothing much between the teams.
And it's going to be Robert Delaney, who has been brilliant in the Toomevara goal today. Goes short with that one, gives it to Andrew Ryan, who launches that one well inside the danger zone for Holycross, but the Holycross man manages to win that there, Ramy Nally, and he clears that back down the field, back down to where he wants his forwards to get onto that. But it's Liam Ryan now who has it. Liam Ryan gives a low, hits that one into the ground, looking for Jason Ryan, but Jason doesn't control, and Flanagan like a flash is onto that one, picks that one up, but he's back to goal, does a swivel and puts that over the bar, and that is the best point of the day and the best point of the championship so far.
Yeah, exactly, unbelievable. He's been playing really well out here around the middle. He looks to be gone to midfield now. Cathal Barrett read it really well, and the ball broke up. I know, look, Joe Canning-esque over the bar. A great score, Stephen Flanagan.
Absolutely fantastic. It's worth paying the €10 for the streaming service just for that score alone. If you haven't paid it, you can watch this match back, so you can go back and have a look at that score. Absolutely fantastic. But it's Toomevara now, we're on the attack. They're inside the 14, still coming strong. A tackle comes in from behind, pulled down. It looked like it was Mark McCarthy who was going in, hopefully for his first score from play from his point of view, but he's pulled down inside, and it's going to be a free in.
Yeah, there's the experience of a Tipp senior hurler. Knew that Holycross were a bit behind by the last score, just took it to the corner flag, then cut in, was always going to be fouled with the goal at his mercy.
2 points in it is all now coming into the last minute. Toomevara at 2:16, Holycross 2:14, and it's going to be a free in, and Mark McCarthy's going to take it himself, and this might be the insurance score if there's such a thing in hurling at this day and age when 9 and 10 point leads are eradicated so easily. But coming into the last 30 or 40 seconds of normal time, if he scores this, they go back out to 3, so we're hoping to get this. He's about 23 yards out on the far side of the field. The angle isn't amazingly hard or amazingly easy, but you'd expect him to get this, really, is what I suppose I'm trying to say. Here he goes, McCarthy, low trajectory, and puts that one between the sticks, and they push out to 3 again.
Yeah, and it just looks now the experience of Toomevara. Jason Ryan seems to be sitting at the edge of the D. Liam Ryan has gone man with Cathal Barrett.
And Toomevara have won the puck out, and they're driving forward this time through Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan still coming forward. He was the man we saw stretching before this. before he came on, and he stretched very well for himself because he managed to stretch that one over the bar.
Yeah, and they've been a good midfield pairing. Let's say Russell Quirk was replaced by Paul Ryan, and Paul and Robbie are really complementing each other well. The physicality of Paul Ryan, and a great score as well to boot.
2 points from now since he came on, and another shot comes in from Toomevara from way out the field, out by the sideline, but this one goes to the right and wide, and it stays 2:18 to Toomevara, 2:14 to Holycross, and we're gone over the hour mark. We haven't seen a board. I don't think there's actually a person with a board here today, so we're just going to have to play it by ear and see how long the added time goes on for. Back to Paul Ryan again. Paul Ryan 50 yards out, all on his own. The Toomevara man looks up and he puts that one between the sticks and over the bar.
Yeah, and repeating, but just press replay and replay and replay. Assist again by Darren Delaney. Super score for Paul Ryan, and it looks to be Toomevara's day.
Nice to see a bit of sportsmanship here going on ahead of us. It looks like Gavin Dunn is down with a bit of cramp, and his marker there from Toomevara was helping him stretch it out. Then the ball actually came and the Toomevara man ran away, but here's another man running away is Cathal Barrett. Cathal Barrett in a bit of space for Holycross, 11 on his back, puts that one high, puts that one between the posts, and Cathal Barrett has done well today. That's his third of the day.
It just shows the quality of Intercounty now, that Cathal Barrett is a stopper for Intercounty, and he's an absolute baller here for Holycross up at centre forward.
No doubt about it, and we have 2:19 to 2:15 on the clock. We're gone into the 61st minute, and it's Toomevara on the attack here. It looks like they might have managed to do enough. They've won a free now inside the 45, which if scored will push them out to a 5-point gap, which you'd imagine will be safe enough at this stage.
Yeah, Jimmy Ryan, just I think the fatigue now of the sun and this kind of contest in such a big pitch, tired tackle by Jimmy Ryan, the midfielder from Holycross. But again, full of praise for Alan Ryan here. It hasn't been a massive scoring threat, but he's getting them up the field. He's winning all the frees. He's just a link man there in the full forward line. He's came out to the wing for a 10-minute spell back in the full line, and that's the place to play him.
And here comes Mark McCarthy with the free. He has 4 already on his left hand side, but he's put that one. It looks to the left and wide. It's gone wide, and they could have possibly done with that as an insurance score, but we're actually probably expecting the final whistle any minute now. There's 4 points in this one. Toomevara have won this again through Darren Delaney. Darren Delaney feeds it outside. Looks like a shot was going to come in, but it wasn't controlled as best they would have liked. But Toomevara hold on to possession. The ball goes to ground now. Toomevara go on the attack. They're over the 45. All the way up there now is Josh McCarthy, who already has a point to his name. He's about 20 yards out from the attacking goal, turns, slips, but manages to get his shot away and manages to get it accurately over the crossbar, and another point for Toomevara.
That man Josh McCarthy is wasted in the backs. Let him up and hurl and score 2 points like that. I wonder, the referee just put the whistle to his mouth. I wonder when he slipped over, did he touch the ball off the ground? His catch in hand got away with it. You have to let the attacker with the advantage. Great second score for Josh McCarthy.
And Dinny Fernigan pucks this one out for Holycross. He's gone long this time. It's up to the 45. But again, it's Toomevara who've won this. Holycross, they kind of came into the game and out of the game and into the game and out of the game. And this is one of the times when they've come out of it. And Toomevara have been in the ascendancy for the last 6 or 7 minutes, and that's why they've managed to pull themselves 2:20 to 2:15 ahead. But they've won a sideline now on the far side of the field. It's going to be taken over there. By their number 7. Their number 7 is their team captain, of course, Jason Ryan. He's going to steady this one up again. He does like to take his time over a sideline, so we'll see what kind of results he gets. And he gets a decent result. He gets under that one and knocks it inside, but goes straight to a Holycross man, and they come out of their defence. They need a goal at this stage. We're deep into time added on. They need to let this one long inside into Stakely, into one of the big lads inside there, and see what they can do. Or even into Flanagan, who's been brilliant for them, and he is by far a big man. But either way, it's now to Woods of Holycross, looks across, outside is well read there by the Toomevara men. They had 3 men blocking out that ball, and Starra Delaney, the man Shane Stapleton has been raving about all game, definitely his man in the match, I'd argue, gives that down inside. Delaney, lovely little stick pass, and Toomevara hold on to this one. All they need to do really is hold on to it, is what they'd be thinking, and there is the long whistle. Keith Delahunty puts it to his lips. The final score here after 64 minutes, Toomevara 2:20, Holycross 2:15. What did you make of it, Shane?
Yeah, good. Let's say compared to what was at half time, 1-8 to 5 points at half time. We were kind of trying to talk up the game a small bit because we were maybe slightly disappointed with large elements of the first half. Terrific second half, 2:20 to 2:15, great scoring, and just even to the last effort, I see Pádraig Russell and Andrew Ryan going locking horns even just before the final whistle. And that's what you want. First round of championship. You want fellas going toe to toe and just see where it gets you, but it's going to be a tough group with Clonolty and Mullinahone. I think as we mentioned earlier, that the two winners will play each other next week, so that's going to be the moving weekend. 2 wins on the trot, you're up, 2 loses on the bounce, and unfortunately you might be going down.
Toom, as we said last year, only drew the first game. Now it was against Borrisoleigh, who had come off the back of losing the All-Ireland, but they will be happy with how they went. Maybe their overall performance wasn't outstanding, but they'll be happy to get out of here with the result.
Yeah, for Toomevara it's all about the result, and they got the 3 lads back that we spoke about that missed the North match, Russell Quirk and Kenny Ryan and Mark McCarthy, so they got time into all of their legs. Physicality of Toomevara is really suited to senior hurling, even if a lot of matches aren't going to be in Semple Stadium and you get into maybe the tighter grounds, it's going to be very hard you want to be a good hurling team now to beat that kind of physicality of Toomevara. I think on Holycross's point of view, they'll say, look, we scored 2-10 in the second half, we're missing our best hurler, Brian O'Mara, so therefore it was going to always be a bit of moving the deck chairs to see where they could get the best performance from lads. Cathal Barrett's going to be a serious option up there. You'd be saying that other teams might maybe go with a man to sit and man mark him, even 2, but they have the hurlers. Holy Cross have always lovely stick men, and if they get a couple of goals in games like they did today, it could be a different result.
A huge highlight for me, anyway, from the Holy Cross point of view, was Stephen Flanagan inside there. He'd be a real positive to take away from this match going in for the next couple of rounds. Yeah, and on that, so Cathal Barrett is the obvious one. You'd be always looking to your county man for one, but Stephen Flanagan was good, Dara Woods is good, and he'll have better days on frees or in goal chances. Let's say, like, they will. The young fellas that started, even the Joe Caesars, David Fogarty, these are only county minors from last year. And we're talking about county minors that are under 17, so it's going to be a big thing for them. They got through the first day. They might be disappointed with a lot, but they're going to play. They're going to have a long championship ahead of them. So I think there'll be massive positives from Holy Cross, and then even individually from the Toomevara side of it, they're a really experienced team with David Young and Mark McCarthy. But I think Darren Delaney, it's a master stroke. I remember Shane Brophy talking about it on the podcast or on the Friday night show that Darren Delaney gone up centre forward, but they're after finding a gem there. They're not weak at the back. Colin Canning and Jason Ryan are colossal in half back. So interesting to see how Toomevara will get on next week. Absolutely. Thoughts there of Shane Stapleton, who's been with me for this whole game. I've been Paul Jenkins. The final score here was Toomevara 220, Holy Cross 2:15, and we'll be back with the stream of another game coming up at 4:30, so stay logged on for that, and we'll talk to you again soon.